The chimpanzee is a species of ape that is natively found in a variety of different habitats in Western and Central Africa. Closely related to other great apes including orangutans and gorillas, the chimpanzee is an animal that is also very closely related to humans as we share 98% of the same DNA. They are thought to be the most intelligent animals on the planet after people and are not only known to show emotion but they are also great problem solvers and are even known to not just use, but also make tools to help them to survive more successfully in their surroundings. There are two different species of chimpanzee which are the common chimpanzee and the smaller bonobo, also known as the pygmy chimpanzee, which has a limited distribution south of the Congo River. However, despite being highly adaptable and intelligent creatures, chimpanzees are severely threatened in their natural habitats today, mainly due to hunting for bushmeat and deforestation. Chimpanzees are large primates that have long yet sparse black hairs covering their bodies with the exception of their face, palms and the soles of their feet. Their hair not only allows them to remain warm in areas at higher altitudes but it also provides their skin with some protection from the sun. The hairless parts of their bodies are light to dark brown in color depending on the age of the individual. Their skin darkens as they mature. They have large ears that give them excellent hearing and a heavy brow ridge over their eyes. Like other great apes, chimpanzees are animals that have good sight and are able to see in color, while their forward-facing eyes allow them to focus on a single object clearly. They have long fingers and an opposable big toe that helps them to grip onto things, with their arms also being longer than their legs, which enables them to move around on all fours, which is known as knuckle walking. Chimpanzees have 32 teeth which are very similar to those of humans to help them to not just grind up plant matter, but their longer canines also help to bite into flesh. Chimpanzees are found throughout 21 different countries in Western and Central Africa, where they are known to inhabit a variety of different regions from the tropical, humid rainforests to the drier and more arid regions of the savanna and open woodlands. They are excellent climbers and rely heavily on the surrounding trees not just for protection from predators but also to find food and places to nest during the night. Chimpanzees have been severely affected by the loss of much of their natural habitat as forests are cleared to make way for agriculture or to cut down the trees as tropical timber. With groups being pushed into smaller and smaller ranges, the competition for food and nesting sites increases and conflict can occur both between different groups and amongst individuals who reside in the same community. Chimpanzees are highly sociable animals that spend the daylight hours feeding, playing and grooming with other members of the group. Groups, also known as communities, can range in size from 15 to 120 individuals depending on the habitat and the amount of food available. They are highly territorial and do not tolerate outsiders in their midst, often killing an individual that is from another group. Chimpanzee groups have incredibly complex social structures, with the dominant males not necessarily being the strongest individuals but more the ones that can rally together the most supporters. Chimpanzees make nests in the trees at night by folding over branches to provide them with a safe platform on which to sleep, with a new nest being constructed every day. Although they spend a lot of time both sleeping and eating in the trees and do move about by swinging from branch to branch, most travel is done using a network of paths on the ground using their knuckles to balance on. Although bonds within the group can last for many years, there are no long-term bonds between males and females as far as reproduction is concerned. Female chimpanzees can give birth at any time of year to a single infant that is born after a gestation period that lasts for around 8 months. After birth, the infant clings onto its mother's fur and will remain with her solidly for the first few years, when the young begin to get more adventurous and starts to explore their surroundings increasingly more on their own. Young chimpanzees learn the skills they need to survive by watching their mother, including what to eat, how to make tools and nest building, along with playing with other young individuals to practice both their grooming and wrestling skills. Females are thought to be able to reproduce at 13 years of age, where males seem to develop slightly later and breed when they are about 16 years old. The chimpanzee is an omnivorous animal that eats hundreds of different types of food. The bulk of their diet is comprised of seasonal fruits, seeds and flowers that are picked from the tree.